Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Zintle if you don't already know me, and I'm back with another video. Okay. Welcome back guys to yet another video. So this is my first video as a missus, of course. Well, I've shot a lot of videos after my wedding, but you know what, this is an official one as umakoti, or coming to you guys rather as a married woman. So guys, this is just basically going to be one of those videos. I didn't plan anything, I didn't really write down anything, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to tell you how the wedding went, you know, because there wasn't really like a lot of recording for YouTube, so I can't give you guys the full experience, but I'm going to try to just give you guys like a glimpse of how my wedding went, or the days leading up to the wedding rather. So yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you guys everything on the top of my head, because yeah, it feels just like yesterday when it was happening, yeah. So yeah, I'm greeting you guys in the name of a new makoti in the block. And you guys need to address me as Onolu Babalo, not Zinke anymore, because like that is the name that my in-laws gave me. Excuse me. So yeah, basically I'm just going to be telling you guys, or having like a story time basically about how my wedding went. I am going to include videos here and there just so that you guys can get like an idea of what I'm talking about while I'm telling you guys the story. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, so our wedding was on the 22nd of March 2025, and I think the last video that you guys saw is when we were on our way to Bloemfontein basically for the wedding. We went to Bloem on Wednesday. We went to Bloem on Wednesday, which is on the 18th of March. And then when we got there, basically we were just running errands and we were trying to rest in between, because leading up to the wedding, guys, everything was so stressful, and it was such a stressful time in both my husband and I's lives, including I feel like our parents as well. So yeah, we wanted to just rest basically for the Wednesday when we arrived. That's when I actually ended the video. We just wanted to rest that day. And then on Thursday, which was on the 19th of March, that's when we went to church. So my husband and I and his brother and sister went to church so that we can officially sign our wedding certificate, or get married basically legally. So we went to church, and yeah, we had a pastor who officiated us, like who basically married us, not officiated, married us. So we signed our marriage contract or marriage license, whichever one you want to call it, so that we can get our marriage certificate. It was such a beautiful day, guys. Before we went to Bloom, the weather was so bad, and we prayed and I fasted that I do hope that leading up to our wedding day, the weather will be on our side. And listen, God listened. Okay, it was such a beautiful weekend. It was a long weekend because on the Friday it was a public holiday. So on Thursday we went and did the signing and everything. And yeah, so the pastor basically who was helping us with the process of being married legally, basically informed us that this is not your wedding day. Today you're just signing. But this is not your wedding day. Your official wedding day is basically on Saturday. So yeah, he told us that. We did the signing. After the signing, I had to go do my hair. I already had an appointment made at Bond Inn, That's the salon where I did my hair. And then everything else you guys saw at the previous video that I posted. I did my hair, sorry, I did my nails, toes, my ped my I did my mani and pedi in Pretoria, and I also did my lashes in Pretoria. I only did my hair in Bloemfontein because there was a salon that I felt like they were going to execute the hairstyle that I had in mind perfectly without me having to break the bank or to pay an arm and a leg for literally tribal braids. So hence I made the decision to go do my hair in Bloom, and everything, listen, it turned out exactly how I envisioned it. It was so beautiful, and the ladies were so quick, very friendly. Even they wanted to come to the wedding. I definitely said no. But I was supposed to come and bring them cake actually, but you know, everything that happened that day, or that weekend rather, it was such a rush. There was absolutely no way I could even have time to go give them cake, but God bless their hearts, Shem. So yeah, we went to go, yeah, I went to go do my hair. After doing my hair, my husband and my mother and father-in-law came and fetched me, and then we had to go and do a fitting. So basically when you get married, I don't know if it's just like I think it's a thing if you are doing like a traditional wedding. I'm not really sure if, yeah. So basically the family of the groom, after the wedding, right, after the wedding, the family of the groom needs to welcome you as the bride into their family. So they literally strip you down. You get like your underwear, your bra, every single thing that you came there with, it needs to be basically left there or burnt. I don't know, some people burn it. Mine, they didn't burn my clothes. But yeah, basically you just have to remove everything that you came there with, because now you are there makoti, like you are the new family members, so they need to dress you up in their attire. So we went to go and do a fitting for my dress because I took measurements while I was still in Pretoria, and then basically my mother-in-law went and went to the people who were literally designing the dress that I was going to be wearing on the Sunday, and they made the dress, guys, and it was so beautiful. Oh, it was so beautiful. Like, charm, they executed it so perfectly. I love that dress so much. So basically we went there, did the fittings, and then we had like some last minute errands that we needed to run. We did that, and then on Friday, which is on the 21st, on Friday, so basically Thursday was on the 20th of March, and then on Friday, which was on the 21st of March, then this was the day where we were just running around, also just doing some last minute errands. And I was actually due to check in to the bridal suit basically on that day, and also my family was arriving on the same day. Guys, it was such a beautiful time. If I tell you, like, it was such a beautiful time. So we woke up on Friday, which is on the 21st, and we went to do some errands with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And then after that, after basically the errands part, I went home to go pack some of the things that I need to take to go to the venue, basically, because that would have been, that day was basically, Friday would have been the last day that my husband sees me before the wedding, of course. So yeah, I went to the venue, my family arrived. It was so nice. Everyone was singing. Kutinje. It was such a good time, Shame. And we had food. Yeah, we had food. And then basically that day literally ended so quick because there was so much that was going on. And then yeah, we slept. And then comes the big day, which is the 22nd of March, guys. Whew, that day was amazing. And if there's something that I've always said to myself, is that I do not want my mother to leave this earth without seeing me graduate, without seeing me get married. That was my biggest prayer. I remember there was actually this facilitator at the UFS, and I was just talking to her basically, and I don't even remember what made us start talking about that, you know. We started talking about basically she was just telling me I don't even remember how that conversation even started, but it ended off with me crying, obviously. You know, because it was so deep. Like, it ended off with me crying, and I was telling her that I do not want my mother to die or to pass away without seeing me graduate and get married. Marriage was never one of those things that I idolized, as I felt like, oh my gosh, if I don't get married, oh my gosh. But graduating was one of the top ones, you know. I think marriage as a covenant itself, I never had an experience with it. I never like grew up in a family where there was like a lot of people getting married, so it was never a thing. It was like, it's okay, even if I don't get married, it's okay, but I still want to, because I believe God, I do deserve a life where I have a good husband, I have a family, you know. Just I don't think God wants me to just be an independent woman all the time, because I've always been a strong person, guys. Growing up, I've always been a strong person. So I wanted, or I longed for that thing, to have someone who cares for me, like someone who's a father figure. My dad was present for a short period of time in my life, and then yeah, we lost touch with each other growing up with you know, just absent fathers sometimes, you know. So I lost touch with him, and then he passed away. So I've always had like a very disconnected relationship with men. So having to have like a man who literally showed me that I will keep every promise that I make to you, that was like, yeah, this is what I want, you know. So yeah, basically I told her, I was like, if there's one thing that I don't want in this life, I don't want my mom to pass away without seeing me graduate and get married. And all those things happen because we have a very good and amazing God that we serve. So basically, yes, the day came of the wedding day. It was a beautiful day. It was a sunny, it was actually a very hot day. You know, when you say, when you pray to God about one thing and then he literally goes above and beyond. I prayed for a beautiful sunny day. I didn't want it to rain. It was raining all the time in Bloemfontein. And that specific weekend, that specific day, it was the day that the Lord has made, because there was no sight of any cloud in the sky. It was such a beautiful day, guys. I don't even want to lie to you guys. It was such a beautiful day. And yeah, so basically I got ready. The makeup artist came. She did such a beautiful job, like good conversation. It was like, it felt so right. I almost had such like a very small panic attack in the morning when she forgot the time that she was supposed to be coming to do my hair, basically. But at least everything else turned out so well, because she arrived on time, Shem. So yeah, she did my makeup, and we got dressed. And then after getting dressed, I felt it in my spirit to just have a prayer circle with my family, the people who've been there throughout my entire life, when I'm going to be making the biggest decision of my life. So yeah, we had a prayer circle, prayed, and then after that the wedding started. That, you know, when I had anxiety leading up to the wedding, but on the day of the wedding I was so sure of the decision that I was taking, to a point where I like, it felt so calm, it felt so peaceful. Nothing was forced, nothing was like going wrong, like everything was just going right on that specific day. yeah, so we went out. You are mighty, oh. And I saw my husband, and the pastor literally preached, had like a little sermon. Then we were officiated and we got married. And yeah, guys, everything was just perfect. After the officiation part, we had to move to the venue, but the person who was actually doing my venue, which is such a beautiful lady, Osponolo, wanted us to first see the venue before everyone else does. So that's what we did with my husband. We went and we looked at the venue. The doors were closed. Like, there was so much order, guys, you know, zonke izinto ezidibene noThixo, like everything that is ordained by God, it literally has order. Everything had order. And then we took pictures with our friends, with our families. It was such a long day. I feel like we were also so tired. We took pictures. After taking pictures, we moved inside the venue, and then the program started. It was literally all the festivities of the wedding. We actually even played a game. You see that game, the shoe game? We played that game, and then people ate. There was a starter, there was a main, there was dessert, and then after that, yeah, basically it was not a, I feel like it was not one of those long weddings, you know, because after the eating part, you know, people, so like we all socialized and everything, and then yeah, people had to leave. We also had to leave to go take our couple pictures. So after the couple pictures, we came back, and everything actually was over because they were just cleaning up in the venue. And then I left with my family, and then obviously we had like a small braai. Guys, it was such a beautiful time, Shem. Like, we had like a small braai where my family were booked. Basically, we had a small braai. My friends, some of my friends came, and then some of my husband's cousins and like family came. It was a good night. We slept around we slept around Buma 3 or 4 in the morning, and then we had to wake up on Sunday, which is on the 23rd of March. We had to wake up because that was the day where I was going to be welcomed into my new family, basically. So we woke up, I got ready with the family, and then after that, we it was actually the last day that my family was also going to be in Bloemfontein, so we had to pack everything else and exit or check out, basically. So that happened, and I was wearing this beautiful attire from Toltema. Oh, I love that outfit, guys, and it was quite expensive. For me personally, it was I paid 1.6 or something like that. So I was wearing this beautiful outfit, and then yeah, we drove to my obviously my husband's family's place, or house rather. And then when we got there, oh my gosh, everything was so beautiful. There was deco, there were people there was singing. To welcome the new bride. I'm the newest bride. I'm basically the youngest makoti in the family currently. So yeah, there was a welcoming ceremony, and then when we got there, the basically the omakoti base mzini waka ngena, they took me into the room, and they were like abantu badala, like his grandmother, his aunts, you know, and they came, and then they spoke to me as the new bride, bandiala, basically. And yeah, after that, guys, let me check if this phone is still recording, child. Basically, Oh, so after Bendialile and everything, then there came the time where I had to change. Then I changed into my new outfit as the new bride, and then they called my family, which is my mom and my aunts, to come and see their child, who is now no longer their child, basically. So they came, they spoke. Oh my gosh, I cried because, oh my gosh, my mom spoke so beautifully. And yeah, she was also very emotional and crying on that day. It was such an emotional day, guys, because I am literally my mother's last born. So seeing me get married was very emotional for her, and we are so close, me and her, because we spend most of our time together, living just the two of us. So it was just so surreal, but it was such a beautiful moment. And then after that, basically I was taken to the crowd to say, listen, there's a new Makoti in the family. So I went to see everyone else. We had food. After we ate, basically it was just like, again, socializing. We were all just having fun, and then came the gifting ceremony. So we bought gifts for my new family, so that happened as well.
Goodbye, I'm going home. I'm going. Goodbye.
My family loves singing. They were singing all the time. God bless their hearts. Oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful time. We gifted my mother-in-law and some of the family members from my husband's side. And then after the gifting ceremony, then the saddest part came, where everyone else had to leave. Now, it's nice when people are arriving, guys, but you know when they leave, oh my gosh, it's so painful. So yeah, I had to accept the fact that now I'm staying with my new family. They left me there, my family left, and yeah, that's basically what happened. Because after everything else and after my family left, we started packing up. I was helping my mother-in-law to pack up some things that she came with there. And then after that, we took our cars. My husband was like, yo, I want to take my wife home. We went home, and then after going home the next day, we basically drove back home. We drove back to Pretoria. And yeah, phela kanjalo ke indaba yethu norapeleng, guys. You know, I want to just say to you guys, there's something about when God intervenes and joins you in a covenant that is his, there will be a lot of things that happen. A lot of things happened. There were a lot of, like, yo guys, even my skin changed, like, of stress. There was a lot of stress. I'm not gonna stop emphasizing how much the process of getting married is so stressful. And it's not just, like, financially or physically or emotionally, but also spiritually. You can feel yourself being tested during that time, and that's what we went through. And it was only by prayer, fasting, and worship that we got through it. And the people who were praying for us, the people who were there to support us during that time, they helped a lot. Because it was a time, okay? But after that part, the hard part also still comes, because you still need to pray for what God has joined, because whatever God has joined, Satan doesn't want, obviously. So yeah, we came back, and yeah, the rest was history. Now I'm officially a Mrs. I'm officially a Mrs. And I am so happy, guys. Like, God has been so good. There's some sort of favor that God just gives you, and you don't even know how to explain it. But I'm so happy at this point of my life. And this process also helped me understand that there will be challenges in life, but if you just hold on to God, hold on to just God, just have a little bit of faith in him, and just hold on to him, everything else will work out for your good. So yeah, everything worked out for the good of those who love the Lord. And that is basically my perfect wedding. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the story time. It was not quite long, because I didn't want to make it long, and it was really not that long. But it's one of those things that I felt like I needed to just bring you guys to, just so that you know how was the experience and how did things go. Because I did post a video on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram with snippets of the wedding day, but I it doesn't really explain what actually happened day by day leading up to the day. So yeah, just wanted to tell you guys my story time about how my wedding was and the days leading up to the wedding. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please also don't forget to turn on your post notifications on, so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for all the support, and I hope you guys also take something from this story. And those who are getting married, guys, it is such a beautiful thing, and do not take it as if it's all bad. It's actually so beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, and I hope everyone, or some people, get to experience it, those who do wish to get married. But yeah, from here on, it's up. Bye guys, see you on another Wednesday video. Bye.